If you want your backyard to look like this, and if I want my backyard golf green to look like this, we've got to aerate. Guys, aeration is one of the most important components most overlooked by home turf enthusiasts. In today's episode, we're going to get our backyard golf course completely aerated and tell you why it's so important. Alright guys, welcome back to Spud Run Golf. I'm Jeremy here in Southern Ohio at my maintenance shed for my backyard golf course. As you can see, we're sitting here at our Toro aerator. Two critical reasons why we need to do this here and now. We're going to go over those here in a minute, but first, let's just hope the three pieces of equipment that I need for today's operation, this evening's operation, all work and operate as they should, and we can get this done in a couple hours. We only got 3,000 square foot of backyard golf green. Should be easy, but we always have hiccups with equipment. I'm hoping today is not that day. As we're getting ready to get started on this very successful night of verification, let's talk about a few things. 18 holes with the cart, please. Sir, just want to let you know we just plugged the greens yesterday. This is something no golfer ever wants to hear. But aeration is crucial. Let's talk about why. First off, let's put this in layman's terms. Imagine wearing a long sleeve cotton shirt on a 90-degree day. Smothering, right? Now imagine wearing a 1980s Oakland A's fishnet tank top. You just feel relief by hearing me say that. Aeration, or plugging, by which most people say, gives our turf the same feelings. The holes are passageways to allow our roots to gain better access to water, nutrients, and oxygen. All key components to a healthier turf. Aeration also relieves compaction, allowing turf roots to grow stronger and healthier. And finally, it reduces thatch. As you can see, they're rolling a little bumpy today. So if you call the pro shop and they say they just aerated, they're okay? I don't know. All right, so we're a little behind schedule. Moving cameras, actually aerating that green. I got the drone up. Had a little hydraulic leak that I grabbed a rag. My rag's still out here. And definitely didn't want that to drip on the bent grass. You look at bent grass the wrong way, she gone. Moving on to step 2, there's 3 ways golf courses deal with the plugs now. Option 1, they actually sweep them up, scoop them up. They actually make a machine that'll V them up, load them into a hopper. Actually get them plugs away, they'll stock bomb, and in a few years that will be a nice pile of usable soil. You can let it dry, take like a cocoa mat, drag them around, it'll break loose the root zone material from the sand, and just drag them and you just blow off the excess. And then the third way, which is more of a backyard spud run, Southern Ohio hillbilly way, I'm just going to take the backpack blower, I'm going to blow them off. That's how I've always done it. I'm just going to get them off. It'll help build the soil profile around the green. It works. It works for me. I don't want to save them. I mean, I could save them and put them in low spots, but that bent grass is going to take back off. So like the fairways fescue, I don't want bent grass patches in the fairway. Now if I had bent grass tee boxes, that'd be handy. I mean, you could build a nice bent grass tee box out of plugs, especially if you had an 18 greens. So step 2, backpack blower. We're not going to waste a lot of time on that. We're going to get through step 2 pretty quick, move on to step 3. Alright, the Metermatic top dresser. Once again, thank you, Billy. Thank you, Sean. This thing's got a Honda motor, so I feel really good about it. I probably shouldn't have said that, right? I know the throttle cable doesn't hold, so I'm always messing with it. But other than that, I think that was our biggest issue in the past. Let's quickly go over this Metermatic, show you a little bit more about it. So right here is our gate adjustment. That's going to adjust the amount of flow that you're letting out. See that down there? So that's completely shut. The material comes out when this brush spins, so when the material comes out, it flips it. So I think this here is a 1985 model, but it's still kicking. Man, they've got some cool ones now that you ride on, and they broadcast the material, and they do a fantastic job. But this, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying what's more modern day is the spreaders. This type here, it's like a drop spreader where, you know, imagine broadcasting, especially on a golf green, you start overlapping, that's going to affect your roll. Whereas this here, we can actually focus on our 40-inch width of the top dresser. So I didn't include this piece of equipment, but I want to use the tractor to bring our sand up. So this sand, let's talk about that. I see all the time on social media, people arguing about top dressing, you know, this, that. On a golf green, it's wise to use the same type of sand that was in the original root zone material. So you say, hey, I just done a push-up green. I used existing soils, mixed in some masonry sand. Pretty much any masonry sand is gonna be fine. There is a thing that some sands can actually almost waterproof the surface of your green. Don't see that very often, but basically you're just trying to get some smaller material to fill those holes and let the air and moisture and nutrients get down to the roots quicker. Man, it's a beautiful evening out here, guys. I'm one lucky dog. Saw that a few episodes ago. Last thing I'll say before we get in the tractor here, I'm rambling, but we've got a couple big content creators coming in. I'm not gonna say any names yet because they might be flimsy. I don't know if they'll come or not, but yeah, anxious to see what they're gonna do for us. Really am. Oh, come on. 3 for 3 on equipment right now. Aerator, top dresser, tractor. All fired up, my goodness. Woo! It's always critical to make sure there's no rocks or gravel or leaves in your bucket that you're scooping with. You know, ask me how I know.
Time. Come on.
Our last piece of equipment, the problem is that sand needs to be dry, like dry, to be able to sweep it in. It's not dry, it just started raining, so those tires on that aerator and that top dresser leave big old ridges. So I hate to leave sand on, but I've got to roll that, get those ridges out, and hopefully tomorrow the sun will come out and I can finish sweeping it in. Never what you want to do, but that's what we got to do. crap, guys. We can't win them all. It is raining pretty good right now, so we're gonna have to go to work tomorrow and hope that sand don't land there too long. It dries out tomorrow afternoon. We'll go sweep it in and let the healing process start. So we'll see you here. We'll see you in a second. But for me, it's gonna be about 24 hours. And we're back. Look at this. We're back, baby. See how easy that sweeps up now it's dry? A couple times around with the old bee room, and our holes are gonna be filled in. And we've got some massive rains coming here in a little bit, which will be good. So go ahead and get this sand kind of settled in. I guess it's kind of bonus information in today's episode about the green aeration. I've always talked about the compaction on this fairway. I've looked for stuff to hold behind a tractor. So this thing we rented from our local rental store, B-Rent's been on it today. I just got here. He's done the whole fairway, tee boxes. This thing is the bomb. The Stinger is the bomb. Definitely not sponsored by Stinger. Stinger, if you're out there, get me one of these daggone things. I am so happy with the results I just saw when I got here. So I've got a little seed. We've got some bare spots here and there. So yeah, I'm gonna throw down some seed and some bare spots as B-Rent continues to run that plug around he's on the rough now. And then I've got to figure out a way to drag these plugs in, because I have that Toro fairway mower with the reels. There's no way it'd tear them reels up in a heartbeat, all them plugs. So I might have to mow with zero turn for the first few weeks, or at least the first week. But we're gonna see what type of a drag we can find to start breaking those down, because they're drying out pretty good. Taking a roller up to the shop because we broke that belt on it last night. Reporting back 1 week later. Oh my goodness, there's nothing like a Saturday morning mow on your backyard golf green. It feels so good. But I want to show you guys what it's looking like here. Post aeration, I'm pretty impressed with the results. Kind of typical what I expected, but it's the reason why we do it. It just makes the green healthier, and let's see how it's doing. Now as we pan around, we can still see some holes, but nothing crazy. I gotta think we can see the thickness difference and the dark color of the grass. Them daggone nutrients, our water, everything's getting down to the root zone and healing up very nicely. So from a beautiful soggy Saturday morning here in Southern Ohio at the backyard golf course, we're gonna talk about the next episode. The next episode, let me tell you, we've got a big time guy coming to play Spud Run golf. Guys, we're gonna get put on the map after this next one, I'm telling you. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing with us. Spud Run Golf. Over and out.